And now, straight from the horse's mouth, our Neil Young News Report.
Smell the horse on this one.
With this week's update from ThrashersWheat.org, here's Thrasher.
Hey, Thrasher here with this week's Neil Young News, and once again, we do have lots of fresh wheat to report this week. So, folks have been following along with the Down Under tour of Neil Young and Crazy Horse, the Alchemy Tour down in Australia and New Zealand. It just wrapped up this week after playing across Australia and winding up in Auckland, New Zealand the other night. By all reports, another epic leg. As we've talked about a couple times, it seemed like things might have gotten off to a little bit of a rocky start, but that seemed to be a little bit of a, false impression, if you will. But it seems like overall, just another outstanding leg of the Alchemy Tour and the reunion of Crazy Horse. We talked last week about the set list coming out of Melbourne, 3-hour show with some cuts from the Reactor album, Prisoners of Rock and Roll, and some of the other tracks that we heard that were kind of new and unusual. Danger Bird. We heard Opera Star. I should have mentioned Opera Star was from Reactor, of course. Anyway, so the concert wrapped up the other night in Auckland, New Zealand, and we did have another tour debut of a rarity, a deep cut from Reactor. This was Surfer Joe and Mo the Sleaze. So that's pretty wild and pretty crazy. So you put that along with Opera Star and some of the Zuma cuts, like Danger Bird and essentially Barstool Blues and some of the Rust Never Sleeps side 2 of the Electric. You really got to hear a wide array of Neil's Crazy Horse tracks from across the catalog. So these shows were going in at almost 3 hours there towards the end of the tour, so it looks like they got kind of fired up as things went along. So definitely check out some of the videos that have shown up on Thrasher's Wheat, posted on the YouTube. We've got a great one there of Danger Bird. Definitely check that out. Haven't seen one pop up for Opera Star. Definitely looking for that one. And we'll try and get some tracks played here on Thrasher's Wheat Radio too, some live stuff. So that'll be cool. What else? So that's the wrap up of the tour. So then that sort of leads to what's next. Of course, Europe is next, and some folks have said, well, what's he going to be doing between now and Europe? Well, as you know, Linkvolt, he's been trying to take Linkvolt on the road for years now, and another possibility might be that trying to get Linkvolt out on the road here during this gap in the tour. So we'll have to see about that. Otherwise, sort of Neil news, had the Allman Brothers Band, who do a long stand at the Beacon Theater in New York City. They did a cover of Needle and the Damage Done, and YouTube of that. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Otherwise, another question is, these North American dates. Are we going to see any more North American dates? Well, who knows on that? We'll have to see whether anything comes up out of that after the Europe tour. And then last piece of information is Peggy Young is out on the road now with Peggy Young Band and the Survivors. So we've posted a tour schedule of that. Just kicked off last night, March 21st in Washington, D.C., and we got the great honor and pleasure of seeing Peggy and the Survivors on the road, and so that was pretty cool, getting to see Larry Craig and Spooner Oldham and Rick Rosa's the bass player. So lots of familiar faces. If you're into Neil and some of his band buddies, definitely try and check out Peggy when she's in your